Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is December 18th, 2024. I am Red Wemette, and this right over here is Adam Flowers.
Howdy, Red.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I was just scrolling through X with Tiffany Henyard on look at what just
Share it.
Boom! Look at what Brady shared 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That was Red's idea. Sniff, sniff. I put the pardon me, Joe, but Red said, "Oh, it needs a sniff, sniff."
Yeah,
that's great. Okay, we'll be referencing that. Whoops, we'll be referencing the X in a little bit. Let's get into what you want to talk about this afternoon as everybody's coming into the room.
We're continuing that from Adam's show. This is like the after show, really. My vlog. We just got off of there, but Adam is a tour guide, owns a tour company called Vegas Specialty Tours in Las Vegas, and they started out with the mob tour, and they have the ghost tour, then they have the Ghost Springs tour, then they have the one of his newer ones is really good. It's the crime tour. And they're all very informative, and you get a discount if you put my vlog. You order it and put my vlog on it, you'll get a discount. But they're very good tours. Read the reviews. That's all I have to tell you is read the reviews, because I've never seen anybody that didn't like them.
All right, enough about my tours. Let's talk about Tiffany Henyard. We aren't here to talk about the tours. Get Red's book, though. That's what we're here for. Red's book. Across the bottom of the screen, okay? Go order yourselves a copy at redwemette.com. So this woman's got to be the biggest narcissist I've ever seen. It's got to be the biggest narcissist I've ever seen, Red. I mean, it's absolutely crazy.
Do you have the footage of the meeting at the Thornton Township when they took the vote?
Yeah.
Play that for the folks, would you please?
Sure, yeah. I'll put that up for you. Okay.
Let the people come in. Let them come in. Let the people come in to vote.
You know what? The motion has been seconded. All in favor of the Napoleon Harris slate being nominated for the April 1st consolidated.
I nominate myself.
What happened, Tiffany? What happened?
Here's what she said before the caucus began.
They can't beat me. If they could beat me, they would have went to the polls.
What do you do tonight if you don't get the Democratic Party's nomination?
What do you mean? I will be victorious tonight. You will see. My people are here. They're not going to go nowhere. The show will go on.
Her allies now figuring out their next steps.
This is the biggest. This is the biggest. This is a fraud.
So this is the biggest. It's the biggest.
This is a fraud.
Man, even Charlie Kirk is tweeting about Tiffany Henyard. Okay, she's in the suburb of Dalton, Illinois. It's entirely broke, so much that it's danger of having its police cruisers repossessed. This is back in February, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, here she is, dressed like New Jack City. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. This is 16 hours ago. She was warning about the shutdown in Thornton. And now today, I guess the buildings are closed.
Yeah.
Buildings are closed off.
Well, she gave a 24-hour notice.
Latest 24-hour notice. They are Thornton Township buildings are closed. That's what's going on.
The thing that I like about this, or I criticize so much about that, is when something closes, a bank, a building, or anything, and somebody has sickness or something like that, and they close it, they usually tell when they're going to reopen soon, or some kind of hope, or call this number for more information. There isn't anything on there. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
That's it.
I mean, this is unbelievable. Good evening, everybody. Let me take some comments over here. Let me get this off of the screen for the moment. Producer Mark, excellent journalism. Absolutely love this channel. Thanks, Producer Mark. Glad to have you in here. Gentlemen, good day. Let's talk about this knucklehead. All right, Anthony, let's talk about this knucklehead. Malignant narcissist. No, it's true. It's true. It is really true. You know what she's going to be like, Red?
No.
This would be Tiffany right here.
One of a kind. I think she's one of a kind.
Think she's one of a kind?
Yeah.
I'm poor, black. I may even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. I'm here.
That's when she gets out of prison. That's her song. When she gets out of prison, she's going to say, I'm poor, I'm black, I may even be ugly, but I'm here.
Yeah, it's just, it's crazy. She's to say when the dust clears.
Because when the dust clears, and it will clear, you're going to see the facts.
It's
Bring
crazy.
out the dust. She doesn't want people looking at the facts. Get that dust out there. We need some, what do they call those clouds? CO2 clouds, because she don't want nobody to see the facts. The facts are still in her face. And all this is from hating on her. That's what's happening. Everybody's hate. I don't hate her. I have no hate for her. I have some criticism about her. I think she's very, very wrong, but there's no hate involved. I had somebody comment, why are you hating on her? I'm not hating on her. I just want her and anybody else that's in charge of other people to give them a fair shake. And the people in that township and in that city of Dalton or village of Dalton are not getting a fair shake. Can I say something about it? Yeah. Can Adam say something about it? Yeah. There's a lot of people who are talking about it. We all care. We really do. We wouldn't want this to happen in our community. So I feel for the people that are out there.
So speaking of narcissism, Christina Morris, good evening. Welcome in.
Yeah.
She's a member of your channel.
Yes, she is. And a fake.
Let's have this. Listen, okay? If you want to know the definition of a true narcissist,
I do.
Here it is.
What I care about. I care about planting the seed and watching it grow. I care about laying the foundation so those that come after me won't have it as tough as me. But as I always say, I am the Martin Luther Kings. I am the Malcolm X, the Harriet Tubmans, the Rosa Parks. I am those individuals. And they too have stood in controversy or mess because they was the first. We talk about them, we read about them in school. And now you will read about your true person, which is Superman Tiffany Henyard, in the schools. I will be in the history books. I will be forever talked about, written about. I'm going to make sure my narrative is out there as well. I don't want no one telling my story or writing my chapter, because we're in chapter 2 right now. And in chapter 2, you're going to see everything change course. Everything.
Well,
Of course I have an outdoor skate rink. Of course I do. It's Black History Month. Of course I'm going to give away $1 million to help you pay your mortgage and your rent. Of course I am. It's Black History Month. Of course I'm going to highlight female history makers like Madam C.J. Walker, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, and now Tiffany Henyard.
you know what she didn't tell him? She said, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. You know what she didn't tell him? I'm delusional.
No kidding. No kidding. That's what she should be saying. Oh, it's crazy. Tiffany Henyard talking big shit. Respond to me. Compares herself to Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. Oh man, it's
Those
just
really.
crazy.
Those are people that really made a difference. and tried very hard. She's not trying she's a black eye. For the black community, she is a black eye. I truly believe that.
What's this? Hold on. What's this? Do we see this?
It's Black History Month. Of course, I'm the first African American female supervisor of Thornton Township. Of course I am. It's Black History Month. Of course I'm the youngest female mayor now. Of course I am. It's Black History Month. Of course I have an outdoor skating rink. Of course I do. It's Black History Month. Of course I'm gonna give away $1 million to help you pay your mortgage and your rent. Of course I am. It's Black History Month. Of course I'm gonna highlight female history makers like Madam C.J. Walker, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, and now Tiffany Henyard. It's Black History Month. Of course I'm gonna provide my residents with mental health resources. Of course I am. It's Black History Month. Of course I have a food pantry full of food. And of course I'm gonna make sure everyone in Thornton Township eats. It's Black History Month. As the first African-American female mayor of Dalton, of course all misunderstood.
I'm just lost for words, man. I'm gonna bring mental access to mental health care to the residents. It's not the residents she's the one that needs mental health care.
Definitely.
What the Ellen B, exactly. Holy God. What in the world? Yeah, that Rick's with me on it. I think she needs to take advantage of the mental health resources. Anthony, make it stop, please. I really wish it. It's crazy. Tim Peroni, what a disgrace to Black History Month.
That's what I was going to say. Why does this have anything to do with Black history at all? I mean, do you think that people are going to read about the people forgot about Marion Barry? Do you think people are going to remember Tiffany Henyard? Do you think they're going to put her in Black history? I don't think so. I think she's an embarrassment.
It's absolutely insane. She said, they're going to write about me. You're going to learn about all of this history in schools. And one day you're going to learn about me. They ain't never going to forget about me. I think she's right about that. I think she's right that they are never going to forget about her. We never forgot about Rod Blagojevich. We never forgot about Jerry Geneva. We never forgot about, right? Let's go down the list.
Because when the dust clear, and it will clear, you're going to see the facts.
Never forgot about Nixon. You know, these are people that you don't forget about. You're right. So maybe she's right. Maybe she's just so bad that she goes down as being the worst ever mayor of a city or a village in the country. Maybe she does. Maybe she somehow can rack that up and people go, oh yeah, this is what's someone has brainwashed her to believe she is untouchable. Somebody did, because this isn't normal. This is the way she acts. This is not normal. It really isn't. And for those of you watching that are new here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Be sure to do that. We come here, we have fun. We
try to be honest and enlighten people.
Try to be fair, we try to be fair about it. But look, politics starts on your lowest levels and it works its way up.
The Roman Senate is the best legislature that money can buy. Corruption starts in the streets with the little peddlers. They bribe an assemblyman. The assemblyman bribes a councilman. The councilman bribes a senator. And the senator, it goes all the way up to the emperor. Oh. Shit.
And it does. Bill Crawley says, I get a kick out of him. He says, you notice she doesn't compare herself to anyone that's still alive, like Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Here's a clip. You want to watch this one?
Yes.
It's about democracy and it's about hypocrisy.
Yet another layer in the ongoing drama in the South suburbs, but a win for Henyard opponent Cassandra Hobson-Jordan.
Let the campaigning begin.
A court filing now dropped by a former village employee and a Henyard ally who objected to the grassroots candidate running for Dalton mayor.
The vote is unanimous. The objector's petition has been withdrawn.
Can't do that. Can't contest everyone that come. You can't.
Dalton mayor and township supervisor Tiffany Henyard a no-show at the meeting.
Well, at the same time, she's in court with the same attorney challenging the results of the Dalton Democratic Caucus because they said she couldn't be certified to the caucus because she didn't have a full slate. It's about democracy and it's about hypocrisy.
Democracy and hypocrisy.
And hypocrisy.
That's correct.
She vows to win the re-election. She vows to win.
You know, and I say it all the time, I won my seat by 82%. Know this, I am going to come through on a landslide, just like Trump did. Know that I will be victorious in the upcoming election in February of 2025. So I'm going to put that out there since y'all keep talking about elections at a board meeting. But I want to make sure you understand that I am coming for everyone that defamed my name, that got up here and lied on me, or just said something to the mic that's not truthful. So understand that us as politicians, because I'm going to tell y'all we don't have rights, we have rights as well. So I just want to put that out there. You know.
It's crazy.
It's going to win by a landslide. The only thing that's going to happen with a landslide is going to be an avalanche. It's going to fall on her. It's going to be over. They're going to kill her. That election is not going to go anywhere near her. I don't think, my prediction, okay, if she makes it to the election, I don't think she'll get 12% of the vote.
Oh, Rick Charlton. Rob is on Joe Rogan today. I think he was set up, Adam. Rob.
Rob who?
Rob who, Rick? Well, who recently could have been set up?
I don't know.
For something. Rob? You got to tell me who Rob is. Or I just go over here and I type in Joe Rogan and I see what he put up, the last thing he put up. And let's see. Who does he have on? Rob. Oh, Rod, not Rob. Rod Blagojevich is who he's talking about.
Yeah, he's got
Rod on.
He just wrote a book. And boy, does he expose Obama.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, I might have to sit and listen to that one. That might be pretty good.
I will definitely tune into it.
That'd be pretty good. I'd be interested in hearing what Rod has to say. So
I watched him on one show with I believe he was on with Tucker Blagojevich. He was on with Tucker.
Oh, did he? He did his talk with him?
Exposed a whole lot of illegal things that were going on. And he said, they went after me. I was the fall guy. Mm-hmm. And he said, when my defense team subpoenaed Barack Obama, he claimed executive privilege because he was in the White House. They said I sold his seat and I did this, I did that. And they never convicted him of those things. They convicted him of lying to the FBI. They convicted him of other things that were peripheral. The things that they originally indicted him for and accused him of that made big headlines, he wasn't convicted of those things. And then the judge gave him 3 times the normal amount of any first-time offender. And it was a white-collar crime. Do you think maybe it was rigged? Definitely was rigged. Tucker asked him that, and he said, there's no doubt in my mind. And guess who pardoned him? Donald Trump. Donald Trump pardoned a Democrat that went to prison for something he didn't do.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that, Red.
That's a fact.
No, I did not know that. Yeah. Yes, he goes hard for Obama. We need to. Yeah, I've heard something about that. But I'm going to have to watch the interview. Thanks for letting me know, Rick. They're letting everybody know, actually, because I'm sure I won't be the only one that's going to watch it. So
it's good.
Alexander Campbell. Al Sharpton might be a good comparison. Yeah. So, yeah, right, Red. President Trump pardoned him.
That's
yep, Mark says so. So Scott H. Trump's actually a fair guy.
I think he is.
Yeah.
He's not partisan just because he was Democrat. He didn't.
Yeah.
I think he commuted his sentence. He let him out like right away.
Bill Crawley, that's so true. His father-in-law was behind it because he won't do something for one of his friends. Well, we're gonna have to listen to the interview and see what all is said. So, God, yeah, there was a post up here about the Democrat Party. Everybody's dogging on this. Everybody is dogging on this. In the comments, I don't know who the original poster was. MSNBC, I guess, was the poster, but it was put out. But listen to this clip.
And the party should be led, to your point, by young women of color, right?
Come on.
Because young women of color are the reasons that Democrats do actually have some of these wins. And we know how to communicate in ways that reach that more moderate voter, but also that progressive.
It's
so far out of line.
This is what you get with DEI. This is what DEI gets you. Vote people in based on integrity, based on intelligence, based on merit. But
yet, if I criticize any of this because it's black, I'm a racist. I'm not being racist.
Well, not everybody's going to consider you a racist just for saying
no.
I don't.
Black people that I criticize. That's all. The black people that I criticize, they'll consider it. If I go after a prisoner for being the bum that he is, the governor of Illinois, for being the bum that he is, and doing what he's doing to our country with illegal immigrants, then I'm not a racist. But if I go after a black person, then I'm a racist. Or like the Archie Bunker thing, a misogynist. I mean, the women and politics mix? Not really. Not in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, folks.
Oh my gosh. You are Archie Bunker.
Women in politics is like oil and gasoline. They don't mix. It's against nature.
Why, Mr. Bunker, you sound like a male chauvinist.
Right? An ordinary taxpayer. Now, you better stop running for public office and start running after a husband. Because I want to tell you from where I sit, you got some running to do.
So true. And I have voted for women. One woman that I voted for, another one that's coming up here is Teresa Laporte. She's going to be our attorney general. And I voted for her in 3 different elections, even though I didn't think she was right on some of the things she did. And she's also a Republican. But one that I did was Jane Byrne in Chicago. I thought Jane Byrne was a very good mayor. I liked the way but she didn't play ball with all the guys, and she wasn't tough enough. So she only made 1 term, and that was it. So it's not a matter of gender. It's not a matter of color. It's not a matter of anything other than the fact that are they qualified? And do I think that they're going to do a good job? I voted for Barack Obama because I wanted a change. I did not want from out in Utah. What's his name?
You're talking about
McCain. I did not want McCain.
No, not McCain.
No, but McCain was running against Obama. And I did.
That was the second term.
I did not.
Romney was one of them, right?
Right.
Was it Romney? Romney was second, I think.
Right. And I don't think that
term 1.
I don't think that these people, it wasn't a matter of color. It was a matter of I wanted to change. And he said he promised to change. And he did. He just gave me the wrong change. I'm not happy with him. I'm sure people have buyer's remorse on Tiffany. They thought she was going to make a change. They thought she was new. They thought she was special. But guess what? She destroyed everything that people put up before her. And she'll be remembered all right, but not in a very good light.
So, can you explain something to me about running on a ticket?
Yes.
Because this is her all-female ticket right here that she's.
Well, of course, she's in the center in a light uniform, in a light dress, and all the rest of them in darker dresses and a little bit darker hair.
Tops. I don't know those are dresses, but they're tops.
Yeah. But she's the queen, so to speak, and they're all females, and they're all.
Okay, so
and that's what she wants for her ticket.
All right. So I don't understand this, and excuse my ignorance, everybody, but I thought if you ran for mayor, you ran for mayor. If you wanted to run for trustee, you run for trustee. You want to run for city clerk, you run for city clerk. I didn't think they all got together and all ran together at the same time.
Really, you're not really supposed to, but there's no law against it. But they do it with the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party has candidates like they agreed on it. The what do they call that thing? Wasn't an election. It was a where they all got together. Help me out here, folks. Well, where they all got together and did a. It wasn't an election. It was a caucus.
Illinois calls it a slate.
There you go, caucus. It was when they got together and did the caucus. Thank you, One Purpose Man.
Thank you, everybody, right now that's helping me understand this too. By the way,
yes, thank you. Polly Wellness also. No, it wasn't a primary. It was the caucus, and those people are all running on a Democratic ticket. Well, Tiffany said, "Wait a second, they have a chance of winning, but what if I get all these other people and we pool together and pull all our votes together and put them on one face, one ticket?" Just like the Republicans do, then we have a chance.
Gotcha.
And that's why it is the way it is. She is somewhat clever, but not very smart. Not very smart at all. And she's new to the world of politics. Very new. She was too green. They appointed the wrong person and then voted. She was appointed to the supervisor, or the superintendent before she became mayor. And they just, two mistakes, two big ones. They put her together to make her the first super mayor and the first female super mayor and the first female black and the first of anything like her. She's a creature unto herself.
Finally, a channel we can all relate to. Thank you, Mark. Shadow Seeker. Good evening, everyone. So today has been released that she can no longer be bonded in the state of Illinois and has to pay all legal fees. The question now comes, is she even eligible to run?
That's a good point.
She can no longer be bonded. What is that?
That means that no bondsman will post a bond on her because she's got too many liabilities. She's
You're
not bondable. That's bad.
Oh man. Gomp, they run as a slate and then have a majority on the board to take control.
Yes.
Okay, that's making more sense to me.
All people are gonna win. Yeah, right.
Tiffany and Kamala will never dabble in politics again.
I don't think so. I predicted that with Kamala. I said when this is over, she's going to fade. She's never going to get any higher than vice president. And in Tiffany's case, it's going to fade. She's never going to get any higher than what she is right now. It's never going to happen.
Right. Charlton, Rick, they should have had primary, Alan. They installed Hillary and Kamala. Bernie actually had beaten out Clinton in the race, didn't they?
Yes, national. Yeah.
Yeah. Even the Dems have washed their hands. Yeah, they don't want any part of this. They don't want any part of it at all. Let's take a look at who's on the slate here. The trustee, Linda Terrell, licensed educator at District 205, co-trustee, 30 years in Illinois banking, overseeing millions in private funds, 35 years Dalton resident, earned a BS, MS degrees, 6 adult children and 7 grandchildren. Member of the Christian Family Center. Tanika.
Back up.
Yeah.
The part that they don't say is on her application, it says resident of Illinois for 30 years. But it says resident of Dalton for 35 years.
35 years. So 30 years in Illinois banking. She was a banker.
Okay.
For 30 years, but she's a 35-year resident of Dalton. Tanika,
license to teach.
Exactly, yes. She's a teacher. Tanika M. Hughes, supervisor of the General Assistance Department in Thornton Township, manages $3 million in budget and assists 5,000 plus families. 37-year Dalton resident, Purdue and South Suburban College, AA Past Press District 149, member of Valley Kingdom Ministries. Let's go to the other side of Tiffany.
You know something, Adam? If you don't have talent, hire it.
Well, sure.
Surround yourself with talent, because she does not have the pedigree that's been mentioned so far. Let's go to the other side.
All right, Jocelyn King, administrative assistant at Thornridge High School and formerly at Thornton Township, overseeing 8 departments and a $20 million annual budget. 2 sons. I dare not try to say the name. Well, Iquan and Braylon, member of the Family Christian Center. And then Vanessa West Coast, far right here. Business owner. Doesn't say what business. Strategic and financial management. Oh, maybe that's the business. Parent coordinator at Thornridge High School and volunteer coach. 14-year Dalton resident, earned her BS and MBA. 2 children, member of the church. And Mayor Henyard, mayor of Dalton and Thornton Township Supervisor, manages $70 million annually. Doesn't do a good job of it either. Lifelong Dalton resident, graduate of Thornridge High School and Robert Morris University, BS. And then CEO of Good Burger and daughter Justice.
Good Burger's out of business.
Good Burger is out of business.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody's a member of a church, a Christian center, except for Tiffany.
That's a good point too.
Yeah, she didn't put any kind of affiliation with any type of
religious organization, which doesn't really matter, because it's kind of strange that the other 4 have that in their, in their little short bios here. And they want a nice pedigree for all of them, because she doesn't have a good pedigree. She has an illegitimate child, which can happen to anybody.
Yeah, not gonna,
And she has some other things that she lives with a married man, which can happen to other people.
Sure.
She rents instead of buying a house when she can well afford one. I mean, she's foreclosed and given them to other people.
Why wouldn't you? Why would you want to do? I mean, I could understand if you're not able to own property, fine. You got to rent something, and I guess
if you got a bunch of judgments against you, you don't want to own property. Not in Illinois.
So my parents had an apartment building in Burnham, and it was a 4-flat. And I remember my father, one day we were over there cleaning the hallways, doing maintenance, emptying the quarters out of the laundry machines. And he said to me one day, it sticks out in my mind. He said, son, you want to own property. You don't want to rent. If you pay, there was people that lived in the building that lived there for the entire time my parents owned it. And he said, these folks, after 20 years, he said, we have a property, a title, something worth money. They have a fistful of receipts.
That's right. And that's
after
what
20 years, you got a fistful of receipts and you still got to rent. So you should just, if you can, get some property.
Adam, that's the same thing that I did. Aside from owning my own house, I own my own buildings. And every building that I had, even my one house was a 2-flat. The other one was a 3-flat. And then I had a 6-flat. But the truth of the matter is, every one of those things, I didn't pay the mortgage. The tenants did.
Tenants did. Yeah.
And when the mortgage was completely paid, I sold it and I upgraded to something else.
Right. So
I actually parlayed under $100,000 for each building into $2 million by the time I was done. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. And I wrote about it in my book.
Yeah. So Scott H. agree. Buy property if you can. Build equity. I have 2 houses. She might not be able to save enough money for a down payment. It could be. Swing the down. Making $300,000 a year. I think that you should be able to find,
that's over $12,000 a month, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of damn money. So
you could take just 1 year of savings and put down
10%.
Yeah, 10%.
Yeah, 10% of your total gross income or net income. Yeah, it's crazy. So she runs her own church, the Church of Tiffany. Thanks, Mark. That's what she does. She seems to be a big spender, though.
That's her problem. That's her problem.
Anthony Groud. Sorry, we're not missing your comments here. It's just getting through them. Understand that criminal Tiffany was some with friends with them trustees before she went on straight stupid. One problem is them women don't want to go to prison with criminal Tiffany. Okay.
I agree.
Alexander Campbell, DEI woke joke general officers is destroying the U.S. Army. A drill sergeant can't even yell at recruits. Push to get women to get by hook or crook into the combat arms MOS.
Yeah. And I think it's really a sad thing, but I also think it's going to change. It's going to change. It's just I was getting pressure from our wonderful president that's about to leave, Joe Biden. But it's going to happen, guy.
I hope so.
Rick Charlton says, I make $5 a day and I'm homeless. And by the way, Alan B. said that's $5,800 a week that Tiffany makes. I guess he did the math on it. Thank you, Alan. And thank you, Rick, too. God bless you both. So anyway, folks, we have some straight this one comment about me up here. Star Wars. Great job, Red. That's being called a self-made man. I am a self-made man. Like it or not, good, bad, or ugly. I mean, it is what it is. Scott has a news flash for us. Big companies are dropping DEI. American Airlines is the latest.
Yes, a lot of them are. They don't want to get stuck in those crosshairs of all that crap.
Scott H., I remember back when TWA got a heck of a lawsuit because they didn't have males, they didn't have flight attendants, and they had stewardesses. That's all they had. They were called stewardesses. And they had a saying. This is when Howard Hughes owned the company. He said, they showed he was kind of like what do you call it, Hefner, where he wanted his women to be so high, weigh so much, et cetera, and he was very proud of the women. You always show them in advertisements, and they came out with one advertisement that was a killer. It really killed TWA. He said, TWA, we really move our tails for you, and that was something that there went to DEI, because the DEI part there was they all had it. They didn't care whether they served you good or not. They cared what they looked like. Mm-hmm. And that's wrong. It really is.
Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Mark, people will remember Tiffany like they remember Jerry Geneva or Chuck Panicki? Who's that? Panacki?
I don't remember either one.
Panici, I think. Chuck Panici. I think that's how that's pronounced. I don't even know who Chuck Panici is or was.
I don't remember either one. We'd have to look them up to find out. I have no idea who they are. If they came from this century, I don't know about it.
I don't know.
Chicago mayor?
It was a Chicago mayor. Oh, Chicago Heights mayor.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh. He must have gone down. He must have gone down in flames.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't support the mob. Otherwise, he'd have been there.
Whoever he was. So, yeah, what a crazy situation that she is.
He embezzled.
He embezzled money.
Yeah,
got it. It's so tempting when you're in that position. When you're, well, I'm gonna write a check out for this. I'll just write it out of this fund over here. It's
he embezzled from the mob. Maybe he did. If you look him up, maybe he didn't survive.
Oh man, he embezzled from the mob.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Let's see, Grok.
Yeah, go to Grok and see what he has. Grok has to say about
Grok
this.
on the stage. All right, what happened to Chuck Panici of Chicago Heights, Illinois? Let's find out what Grok says. Chuck Panici was a significant political figure in Chicago Heights, serving as mayor from 75 to 91. Okay. His tenure was marked both by notable achievement and controversial legal issues. Panici was known for his leadership in bringing economic development to Chicago Heights, including the annexation of Ford Motors, which contributed significantly to the city's tax revenue. He was also involved in the community initiatives like co-founding small fry basketball with Jerry Colangelo. Legal troubles and conviction. He was indicted on federal charges of extortion and bribery, accused of taking more than $600,000 in bribes from contractors over a 15-year period, alongside two other former city officials, John Galatani Jr. and Luis Marshall. He was convicted in 93 on charges including racketeering conspiracy, and extortion. Sentenced to 10 years in prison in order to pay $1.1 million in restitution. He served his sentence, was released in 2001. He continued to maintain innocence, arguing the prosecution was unfair and was not involved with organized crime as alleged. He wrote a book, From Hero to Zero, How the Feds and the Mafia Wannabe Took a Good Man Down, detailing his perspective on the leading to his trial and the conviction. He died in 2017, December 20th, almost the anniversary here in a couple days, in 17 in Chicago Heights after lengthy illness. His legacy in Chicago Heights remains a subject of debate, where some remember the contributions to the city's development, while others recall corruption scandal that overshadowed his political career. There you go. That's who he was. So interesting. Thanks for that.
Mark, you're definitely right. That's how he'd be remembered. But you know something? I didn't remember him. Adam didn't remember him.
No.
People on the show. Actually, let's hear from you guys. How many people remembered this man?
Like Betty Warren Maltese.
Well, everybody, I think we all know about her. She was Cicero.
What do you think? You think Tiffany will write a book?
I doubt it. She can't write her name.
She can't speak, let alone write. You imagine what that would be like, seeing something she wrote?
Can you imagine listening to it and being the author or co-author that's actually typing it out and listening to it on a dictaphone or recording?
No, that's just absolutely nuts.
Insane.
Absolutely crazy.
Insane, folks.
Yeah.
But I want to thank all of you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope I gave you a couple laughs. Adam, I want to thank you for coming by.
Hey, not a problem. Do you want to one more thing before we go, just for a little Christmas spirit here? generate an image, photorealistic, of what do you want to see, Red?
Santa Claus.
Donald Trump standing next to Santa Claus on an island. How
about at Mar-a-Lago?
Oh, at Mar-a-Lago in Florida. Okay.
Yes.
Anything specific?
No.
Have a Christmas tree behind them. All right. Here's your Christmas pictures. And Grok's thinking, and here they come. He makes 4 of them at a time now. I don't know why, but he do 4 of them at a time. So there's they put him in a suit with a that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I like that.
I like the one on the right.
There, you like the one on the right?
On the bottom, on the right.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Red. Well, you have a great day, guys. And Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you on Monday. We'll be here on Christmas Eve. So we'll see you guys then. And yeah. You want me to take us out?
Yes, sir. Thank you, folks.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
The combination of the videotapes and Wemette's testimony resulted in the conviction of 2 men on extortion charges. One of them was Frank Schweiz, known in syndicate circles as the German, a feared mob terrorist and a suspect in a number of gangland murders.
He was described to me by other outfit individuals as the most feared hitman. And as he said to me, my reputation precedes me, son.